everyone, welcome to Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead. I'm Linda, and today I am in the garden. I came out because I am going to put fish emulsion on my plants that are still looking okay, and on some of my trees to try to give them a boost so that they can hold up and hopefully hold on to the fruit that they have on them. I'm also going to be covering these potatoes, my emergency potatoes, because some of them are peeking from underneath the soil. I'm going to go ahead and cover them with some soil and also this straw that I've been meaning to pour on them. So I will be covering them with this straw. I am also going to cut back some of the remaining plants that have, peeped up a little bit more and still looking yellow. And also an update on the progress of the soil test. I called and checked with the extension office in my area, and they said that the testing that they do on soil is not for contamination, but only for your N, P, and K. That's to let you know if your soil is acid or if it's alkaline. So those tests would not really help me because I'm in my soil. I know about where it is in that aspect. So I'm not really concerned about that, because if I was, I wouldn't be constantly putting these fertilizers in. My concern is if it was contamination. So I was also told that it's only Roundup. So in a little while that would just wash out. It's basically what I had thought. And also I was told that I would be compensated for the plants that I lost. So I just need to come up with a amount of how much I think I lost out here. So I am going to try to get these beds topped off with some fresh soil is what I'm going to do. I have some soil, and I will be having to purchase more soil to because I had just purchased soil to top off some areas that were low, not to top off all of my beds. So I will have to purchase more soil to top off all my beds. So I will not be planting directly in that. So that is what I will be doing going forward. I will be topping these beds off with soil. I will be continuing to fertilize and to keep everything watered. Watering really good, I think, will help to eventually wash these chemicals out of my soil and get it back to where it needs to be. As I told you, the same thing happened last year, and I did have a nice spring and summer crop. So we're going to move forward, and we're going to get these potatoes taken care of that are peeping out. Let me show you what they're looking like. Okay, this is the area that I planted the emergency potatoes in, and there are the potatoes that I planted, and some of them have started peeping from underneath the soil, and so I'm going to cover those back up. And this is where the potatoes were growing, but it has been killed back. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cover this area with this straw. And I've had this box of straw sitting around. Hopefully there's nothing in this box, because as soon as I came outside today, there was a snake. So I had to take care of it. So I hope there's nothing in this box. But I've been holding on to this straw for a couple of years now, so it is time to finally make some use of it. And this is the way that I choose to use it, covering these potatoes. Okay, so those are the only places that I see potatoes peeping out. And someone asked, why do you put the soil or hay or anything over the potatoes? And the reason that you cover your potatoes is so as the potatoes are growing, they will not be out in the sun. Because if they're out in the sun, then they'll turn green and they'll develop toxins that can make you sick. So you don't want those in your potatoes. You don't want any green potatoes. If you get green potatoes, don't eat the green potatoes. But this is the way that you continue to cover them so that they'll be growing underneath the soil or underneath the hay or whatever it is that you decide to cover them up with. And this is what the garlic is looking like right now. It has continued to grow. It is greening up and it is getting taller. But I'm going to put some fish emulsion on it today. This is what the potato plants are looking like in this bed. And so I'm going to kind of cut those back to see if I can get any of that chemicals off of the top of those leaves. And I am going to just toss them, and hopefully the potatoes will start pushing up some new plant growth. And as I told you all, on these potato plants like this, you cannot eat them. They are not edible. But those sweet potato plants, those sweet potato vines, those slips, those leaves on those slips are so delicious. I told you all in the previous video that I was going to harvest some and I was going to eat them, and I did, and they are so delicious. They were so delicious that I am going to plant some more, and I'm going to keep them inside the house so that I can be harvesting the leaves all the time. And for anyone who does not have room to have a garden, or you don't plant anything outside, if you have a pan or a flower pot that you can put some soil in and lay some sweet potatoes on top, don't put them all the way underneath the soil. Just put them halfway underneath the soil and continue to water them and watch your sweet potato vine grow all over the house. And you can go and you can remove those leaves. They taste just like spinach. They are delicious. They are so nutritious. So that would be one way that if you're not able to get any leafy greens from a garden, that is one way that you would have some leafy greens, and they are delicious. I harvested some and they were so delicious. I just sauteed them and then I served them with some ramen. And it was a simple, quick snack, but so delicious. So I'm going to now show you what my onions are looking like, because they're looking really good. Okay, this is the 12-foot onion bed, and it is looking really good. I am very happy about the way that it has progressed. You know that I cut the tops off of them the same way that I did the garlic, and I am happy about this bed. And this is the other onion bed. It does not look so great, but it is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some more soil to this bed, put it around these onions, just making sure that I ring my onions. And what I mean by ring my onions is you just go around the top of your onions, because I don't want these to end up being buried very deep. So what I would do is, once I put my soil in, is I would just take my finger and go around the onions and just kind of move the soil from around the onions. And I was also checking my bed to make sure that there are no ants in here. I don't see any ants, but what I like to do when I see ants, I like to go for the quick fix. I've, tried to play around with these ants and put stuff on ants, and it takes a long time for it to work. But I found that if you can move them to an area, like, they just kind of pick them up and move them with the shovel, and then pour some hot boiling water on them, they don't make it through hot boiling water. So they'll be gone. You'll have to wait around on them to go. The hot water will get them, but you want to be careful to not pour it on your plants. But yeah, that hot water will get them. And I recently showed you all this peach tree, and I was very excited about this tree. It was loaded with flowers, but now the flowers have swiveled up and the fruit is gone. So I will not be getting any fruit from this tree. I don't know if this tree is going to be able to pull through, but this is one of the casualties out here, is my peach tree. And it's not looking good for my blueberries. These two blueberry bushes are looking very, very sick right now. So I am not sure that I would be getting any berries off of them. They started out looking really good, were full of flowers, and we're even beginning to get some fruit, but now it's just like it has got stunted and it doesn't look like it's gonna bear any sizable fruit. And this is what the strawberries in the Dollar Tree stackable is looking like. So they are looking really good. Now this peach tree still looks very good. It don't look as good as it was looking at first, but it still has flowers on it, and I am optimistic that it is going to be able to bear some peaches this year. And this Gala apple is looking promising also. There are some little buds on it. And these are my 2 citrus trees. This is a variegated lemon and my improved Meyer lemon that I have covered because we were going to have a freeze last night and one tonight. I did not cover them last night, but I'm covering them tonight because both of them do have fruits on them. So the other ones don't have any fruits on them, so I didn't cover those. There goes a little rabbit running down the road. Now these rabbits done got really brave. They will come closer and closer. It's like they're not even afraid of us anymore. So I hope that y'all have enjoyed the video today and that you give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.